Alright, what's going on, everybody? We're back with another beer review. It's Dave
and Maury from the Erie Better Beer Bureau. Today we're doing Coffee Bender from the Surly Brewing Company out of Minnesota. This one weighs in at 5.1% alcohol, and it's a brown ale with coffee added.
Yeah, from what I heard, I want to say I even read it on their site, they take their brown ale, brew it, and then they steep coffee in the beer for 24 hours.
Oh my god!
It's not even beer. It's a This is a mug. It's a glass of coffee.
Honestly, it doesn't smell like beer at all. Hardly.
Not even a hint of beer.
It smells like straight coffee.
Iced coffee is what I get. 100% iced coffee.
Maybe a little bit of like cream and sugar in there because there's a sweetness.
Yeah, there is a little sweetness.
You know
yeah, I'm thinking
I mean?
maybe there's some sugar in there.
But it seriously does smell like a cup of morning coffee.
I
mean, that's what it smells like.
Yeah, I get specifically like iced coffee. Like, you know how it kind of has that, like, a little different aroma than fresh brewed hot coffee. Like, I don't get fresh brewed coffee. I get iced coffee all day out
with
of
the cream and sugar.
With the cream and sugar.
There's a sweetness there. But if you did like a blind aroma of this beer, I just don't think you could guess it was beer. I really don't. Either.
I actually want to try it on somebody and be like, guess what this is. And just don't even tell them beer, coffee, anything. Just guess what this is. I'm guarantee you, if you put it in a mug, I mean, other than the foam, I mean, I don't know what would give it away. It smells like a glass of coffee.
It absolutely does.
Let's see if the taste matches up. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's the same. I do get, though, a hint of brown ale. Lower on the carbonation side, but a nice mouthfeel on it.
This is flat out crazy to me. It tastes a little bit more like beer than it smelled like beer,
but not
by a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, this tastes like...
It's a glass of coffee with like a hint of brown ale.
Okay. On that sip, I did get the chocolate malts from a brown ale coming out underneath. But my first sip, it was like almost all coffee. But on that second sip, that chocolatey flavor that you get from the chocolate malts of a brown ale did come out at me.
And I don't get a ton of roasty malt. I get roasty from the coffee, but I don't get a ton of roasted malt. But I see what you're saying. I get a lot of that light chocolate malt out of this one.
Like almost like a cocoa, like a chocolate malt. It's definitely there. And almost like a powder. It almost has a powdery texture.
I think instead of I get like a cocoa powder flavor. And it has like a, I mean, it even has a coffee mouthfeel to it. Like, you know how coffee leaves that kind of coating of flavor on your mouth? This beer does the same thing. For a score, I love this beer. I'm going 4.5. It's probably one of the best brown ales, if not the best brown ale I've ever had. I, admittedly being a coffee lover, and frankly kind of a coffee snob at times, I love this beer. I love everything about it. I love the huge coffee flavor. I love that chocolatey cocoa malt flavor that backs it all up. Huge aroma. And frankly, for a 5.1% beer, it's got a heck of a mouthfeel on it too. I mean, I wouldn't say it's thick, but it's definitely a medium mouthfeel, and it's definitely above
substance to it.
Yeah, it's above average for the style. I'm going 4.5 on this one.
I'm going to go one notch lower and go 4.25. I agree with a lot of the things you said. It's an excellent beer, and I really think, like I said already in the review, I like the combination of the brown ale and the coffee. At first I thought there was too much coffee, but throughout the review here I've started to pick up the beer flavors more and more. And it is a real... And for 5.1%, there's a lot of flavor in this beer.
It's an eye-opener.
Yeah, it really is. More ways than one. Till next time.
Cheers.